Nice Vancouver background. I don't know what you call that building.
It's beautiful, if you ask me.
Looks great.
Well, we got the Chevron. Got the Chevron gas station.
Chevron with Techron.
That's right, yeah. So we were out here. We were killing it tonight. We did lots of approaches. I hope you guys are doing really good too. And we got a lot of lessons to share with you today.
Hell yeah. My name's Adam. This is Danny. And we're talking to you about dating. We're talking about getting the women that you want to get, the women that you deserve, the women that make you excited, passionate about life, getting out there. It's not just about women, it's also about getting out there and going after the things that you want, but this is definitely a avenue you can take to use as a vessel to teach you to get after what you want.
That's right. There's so many things that go along with dating, the character development, the intestinal fortitude you develop. It develops you in so many ways, and I've been seeing that tonight, and it was really good.
Yep, for sure. It takes a lot of things to get out there, even just to leave the house and go into an unfamiliar place and to be approaching strangers and to practicing your social skills and vibing with people. And, you might see a girl out there that you find attractive, but you find that it's difficult to go up and present yourself or make the attempt. And this is what this teaches you. And if you can get out there and you can approach the girls that you desire, well, then you're going to find that suddenly you're going to think, well, maybe I can get after the job I want. Maybe I can get after and make the money that I want. Maybe I can get out there and I can cultivate relationships in all aspects of my life, not just with women. So this is definitely a tool that you can use to not only improve your dating life, but also improve your every aspect of your life.
Yeah, so for me it was like something that, like, when I'm going out, one of the big things is like I don't want to smoke weed that day, because when I smoke weed, it's like I don't approach girls that well when I smoke weed. So, but today I wasn't like sure if we were gonna go out, so I smoked weed quite early. So, but I just had to do it. I had to get out there, and I, slammed a few shots right before I went to the club because I'd been stoned like all day earlier. But then I got out there, I recovered, and I did some good sets. I got in there, I stuck in a few, and it was pretty good. So that's another thing, right? Is like maybe you have bad habits, right? So yeah, it's going to help you in everything.
Yeah, and I like that because there's no excuses. It's whether you smoke weed, whether you like to drink, or maybe you don't do those things, and you're looking, because you're going to find that you're going to probably want, if you want to take this to the highest levels, or like anything, I like to look at this like a sport. And if you can optimize all areas of your life, that's always gonna give you that little bit of that 1% that's gonna make you a little bit better. And the more that you can do that, the higher levels that you can take this to. But at the same time, no excuses. Whether you're right now, maybe you have habits that you'd like to change. Maybe you're at a weight and you'd like to work on losing weight or building muscle, and you think that you're too skinny or you're too fat. You don't make excuses. You get out there right now and you can still make the attempt. If you see a girl and you're out there, there's nothing stopping you from approaching that girl except yourself.
Nothing.
So a lot of this is character development. It's overcoming your limiting beliefs. And if you can make yourself approach when you're not in the optimal mood, or you're not in the optimal weight or place in your life where maybe your finances aren't going very well, or you don't have the job that you want, or you don't have whatever it may be, but you still get out there and you make the attempt. Well, when you do get to that point where maybe you're at the weight that you want, or the job that you have, or your finances are where you want them to be, it's going to be even that much easier for you. And things don't have to be hard. Life doesn't have to be hard. Sometimes I used to think like maybe things had to be hard. I had a vehicle, but maybe I got to take the bus, or maybe I got to make it hard for myself. Life can be easy. It doesn't have to be hard. You can change in an instant. Maybe you can't approach a girl right now because you're holding yourself back. But as soon as you take action, as soon as you approach that girl, you literally are changing in an instant.
That's like the best way to do it. Just fucking do it. Just like get in there and do it, and you'll find out that like, oh, it wasn't that bad. Otherwise, you could stand around like weeks, months. You could study this stuff. You could have plans in your head. I want to do this. I want to do that. But if you don't just start, it's just not going to happen. And you're gonna feel shitty if you're like stuck for months and months and months and not doing what you want to do, not being the person you want to be. And that was a good point you made. Actually, I wanted to like touch on that. That everything in game is like 1% little things. They used to talk about that a lot in the old community. That every 1% matters. So it's just it's like 100 different little things just adding on. First I get this skill, then I get this skill, then I get this skill, and eventually, before you know it, a few months down the line, 6 months down the line, however long it takes, suddenly you've got something, all of a sudden you have a base. And it's just like any other skill, right? It could be like martial arts. It's the same thing, right? You start out, you suck, right? You're like, fuck, I get in the gym, I'm getting my ass kicked, I'm getting like mounted, I'm getting whatever it is. It's the exact same thing in game. You just got to start. It's what you got to do, man.
Yeah, just get started. Don't make excuses. No matter what it is, just get out there, take action, and eventually the results will come as they will. I think another thing we were talking about, which I thought was some good things to mention here, which was also that it's about processes, habits, making sure that you're consistent in your actions rather than thinking you have to take this one big action or it's this one big event and then next thing you're there. It's not like that. That's not reality. It's about processes, habits, consistency, and just doing something on a daily basis, just setting up your life so that you can take consistent action and just slow incremental improvement over time. That's what it takes to get good at anything. It's not about necessarily the result, although what's great about this game is that results can come unexpectedly and you never know when it could happen. It could be the first approach or it could be maybe 3 months down the road. You don't know. But the point is that you're focusing on the process, you're focusing on your consistency, your actions, and just making sure that you're getting out there and focusing on things that are within your control and things that will last you for a lifetime, which is, the sex will come and go. You're going to hook up with girls, that's going to come, it's going to go, it's going to feel good, and then it's gone. It's like eating a good meal or, like anything else. But what will last forever is your character, your ability to approach, your ability to get in there and just talk about what you think is interesting, your verbal skills, that $1 million mouthpiece. You're focusing on the things that are going to last you forever. Your integrity, the ability, self-control, self-reliance. These are the things that you're cultivating, which are going to help you to not only succeed with women, but succeed in your finances, to succeed in business. I mean, the things that I'm talking about here, I should succeed in my business, in athletics, whatever it is that you want to do. The principles are the same, and it's the same as it is in dating and building social skills as it is with anything else.
Yeah, so what he's saying makes a lot of sense, and it's very true. And something I was thinking about was that you got to lower the bar when you're talking. I had that problem today. I've been having that problem, that sticking point, if you will, for the past few weeks, where I'll step in, I'll come in strong, and then I'll feel like, oh, and I'm just like saying like, am I saying cool enough stuff, right? Am I saying boring shit? And I have to lower that bar and just let the words come out. And the more I talk, the more likely something cool will come out. So don't judge yourself. Don't hesitate. Don't let it peter out. So you just have to trust the process and trust in yourself. Right? At the end of the day, all you have is yourself, and you have to believe in yourself, and you can do it. So there's no reason not to believe in yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You can do it like anybody else. When I for like anything, everybody starts from the beginning. You're not just born with skills.
Yeah.
I think a lot of this stuff is just shifting your mindset. Where, at one time I might have thought that you're just born with talents, you're just born with skills, but that's not the case. Yes, there is a genetic component in that. Do you have a healthy mind? You have 2 arms, you have 2 legs. Well, that's going to be more optimal for perhaps playing basketball or a certain sport, or when it comes to social skills, yes, you do. There is a factor of genetics. There is luck in life, but barring that, to build a skill is like anything else. You got to get out there, you got to put in the work. You're not just born with skills, and everybody starts from the bottom. You can't skip the process. Everybody's got to go through the process. Everybody's got to be taking action and putting in the work and putting in the practice every single day, and that's how you will achieve any kind of results or any kind of skills. So when I go out, again, it's like I focus on my actions. I focus on putting in the time. I focus on consistency every single day, if possible, getting it in on a daily basis. This is how you're going to build skills. So no matter where you're at, just accept where you're at, do the best that you can where you're at, and then optimize where you can as well. If you're telling me that you can't do this, but you haven't studied material, you haven't gone out and even put in the work on a daily basis, and you're not putting in that effort, then you're not going to build the skill. That it's obvious, right? So don't hold yourself to such a standard where you think you're going to be at a level of somebody that's maybe already put in a decade's worth of work and think that you're going to be at that level. That's unrealistic. You have to accept where you're at and then find ways to optimize. Be studying, maybe get coaching, like from one of us, for example, like we offer. And if you want coaching and if you're looking to get results quicker, that's one of the best ways to do it, is learn from the people before you. And you can always reach out here at datingdestruction@gmail.com, and we'll get you on a free call. I'll even help you out maybe with a little bit of a game plan free of charge. And other than that, we can see where we fit, where if you're a good fit, what your goals are, and we can see what we can do for you. So if you're interested in that, then email me and we'll sort that out for you. But other than that, enjoy the free content. We're going to give you as much as we can here, and you can learn, and this is better than nothing, right? But of course, if you can get personalized coaching, that's going to help you immensely.
Yeah, and there's no shame in that, right? Take all the judgment away. Like most guys, we weren't getting laid at 12, right? We weren't like, we weren't like dating like at a young age, like, and there's nothing wrong with that. So you're gonna have to like build it up. You're gonna have to learn, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. And I guess some people maybe they don't struggle in this area. I know me personally. I never thought that this was something that I could change. I never thought that this was something that I could actually develop for myself. At one time, I thought more I was at the effect of life, that I didn't really have control over my dating life, that some people just were good looking and you kind of just take whatever you can get. But it was such an empowering thing to realize that this is something that you can definitely take action. You can improve your social skills. You can meet the women that you actually desire, that you're actually excited about, and you can literally build up the life of your dreams. And just like anything else, your confidence, self-esteem, all of these things you can cultivate like anything else. And when I found that out, that changed my life right there. And even realizing that rejection is normal, that not every girl is going to like you, but the point is that you're making the attempt and you're getting out there and you're taking action and you don't quit, and eventually you're gonna get results.
99% of guys in this, they quit. They don't get good. So that's a serious fact to remember. And that 99% of guys that get in this, they don't get good. But you don't have to be that guy. It's sad, and it doesn't have to be that way. So many people could get so much out of this stuff, but statistically, very few do.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be one of those guys. It's easier than you think.
They blame their looks. They blame they don't have money.
Yep.
You don't need money. You don't need looks. Why don't you need looks? Because it's about your character. Let's say, for example, I have insecurities. I got moles all over my face. This was always something I never really thought about, but then over time, you start to get social feedback, and people have called me ugly, people have called me good looking. But the point is that it's what you believe, and the fact is that even if I was somehow disfigured, which maybe I had some mental illness where I, in a sense, thought I was disfigured, when you realize that that doesn't matter, because does that prevent me from walking up and making the attempt and going and talking to that woman? No. And even if you look at it as a statistical thing, a mathematical thing, eventually you're going to find a girl that's just finds you attractive, or that just likes what you're putting down, because that's why we have genetic variance. That's just the world we live in. So even if you just looked at it like just approaching enough women till you found one that you just vibed with, that it eventually will work out.
And you can build
even
off
that.
And you can build off that. Even if your skills aren't great to start, you might get like a girl who just likes you. Maybe she just likes your look. Maybe you just did the approach just right and it just worked out. That can then be that point that catapults you into further development and actually getting good at this stuff.
Exactly, because now you're actually getting proof from the environment, like they say, self-fulfilling prophecies, but you're actually going to see that you can improve with women. And this is the thing too, is that there's actually techniques. You can learn social skills. You can learn to communicate better. You
really
can learn about female psychology. There's a lot that you can do, that you can take control of to get the results that you're looking for.
Yeah, it's true.
So
this stuff is real, it's doable, and it's not as hard as you think, but there's an emotional component to it. You're gonna have to at times feel the pain. You're gonna have to like feel the discomfort and just accept it. You're gonna have to be like, it's not the end of the world. Like, oh, I approached this girl, lots of people are watching me. They're not actually watching you, but it feels like they are. And you could feel, oh, that was really bad. Or maybe some girl was really mean to you. Maybe she's like, fuck off, loser. Or, I don't like your face. Or you're old. Or you're a weirdo. You can't let that affect you. I've had that happen lots of times. And you can get over it. It doesn't really matter. And when you get your successes, you're not going to remember the rejections, and you're not going to care. You really aren't. And it's this barrier that most guys have that they just can't break. They just can't break that pain barrier. Like, it's too painful for them or something. And they just quit, or they don't feel like they have the support, or they just don't have the vision to realize that, like, this is really going somewhere. Just really, I can tell you that this stuff really works, and it's gonna, if you just do it, like, taking action is everything. It really is. It's the bottom line.
yeah, action. Just take action, get the experience for yourself, learn from others, and you build emotional resilience. You're building an emotional muscle. You learn to validate yourself rather than looking for external validation. There's so much that you can learn, so much that you can get out of this. It's not just about sleeping with women. And
it's really not. Don't let anybody tell you that this is just about like upping your lay count, which is a good thing. But don't let anyone tell you this is superficial. You're just out to like fuck women. This is truly self-development. This is really like this helps so many aspects of your life, and it's really about developing that skill to be confident, to talk to women, to be a seductive man, to be a fully actualized man, to be the natural, or to be the seductive guy that your internal genes, your heart inside, from the time you were a little kid, always wanted you to be and always knew you could be, but you never actualized it.
Yeah, this is going to help you with your finances. This is going to help you to be more successful in your business. This is going to, you build confidence. You learn social skills. You learn how to put your energy out there and focus on what's within your control. You're no longer a victim, and you learn to take control of your life and focus on the things that are within your power to put out there. And it's an amazing thing, and it's a never-ending thing. It's a journey that you could just go on, and it could never end. You're never perfect in this, and every day is a new day. It's dynamic, and it's great. So
it's really a beautiful thing. It's really a beautiful thing when you do that, isn't it?
It's awesome.
Like, you feel so good. It's just amazing. The
Yep.
rewards are worth the effort. I'm
Hell
really
yeah.
telling you guys this. The rewards are worth all the hardship. It's completely worth it.
Totally worth it. So I guess that's it for now.
All right, man.
For now,
Yeah.
until next time. appreciate you all. And again, if you're looking to take this further, you want to get some personalized coaching where we give you feedback, external feedback, help you with sticking points, help you to get to your goals faster, and just be a support, because this game ain't easy. From two veterans of the game, been in this for over a decade now, then again, hit me up, give us an email, datingdestruction@gmail.com, and until next time, peace.